Hi, and welcome to part one of a new strand called What Makes Specialty Coffee Special. This week I'll give you a general overview of the subjects we'll be discussing. There'll be several parts. Basically we'll be talking about the origin, the roast, the brewing. There are many levels to what makes specialty coffee special. This week, to simply highlight the obvious differences, we shall use 3 coffees here as examples to compare. Now, what we have is one from Caravan and one from Extract. And there you have it. And a third one from a well-known supermarket. So, to begin with, what information do we see on the packets? Well, the well-known supermarket brand has Supermarket's Finest, Colombian Supremo they call it, and it says number 3, which means they're giving it grades of roast, and number 3 is a medium, and it has tasting notes that are sweet and nutty. And then these two will give you very different list of information. For one thing, it'll tell you the region, the farm, sometimes, the type of beans, the varietal, the processing, that's how the actual coffee beans were extracted from the fruit, and the tasting notes in more detail. There is, of course, even more information, if you want it, on their website and in leaflets, and that is another reason to get into specialty coffee, is if you actually want to learn more, the access to the information and the details are there. The other basic difference, I would say, is the roasting. The medium roast is about the lightest you'll find in fine coffee in the supermarket, but really specialty coffee goes for a light roast. Now, quite simply, the light roast means that you are able to taste so much more character in the coffee. So much more distinct flavors, sweet notes. So we'll start with the ARICHA. It's an Ethiopian coffee from the Yirgacheffe region. The type of beans are Heirloom and the process is washed. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of interesting flavors with the coffee. You do taste coffee. Some people think maybe when you describe flavor notes as having fruit flavors, that's predominantly what you taste. You still get the coffee taste. Other things accompany it though. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful coffee, and even as it gets cold, it will reveal other flavors coming through. Now the extract, it's a Guatamalan and Antigua. It's Bourbon, Caturra. It's washed. A great bite that jumps out at you. Again, there's subtle flavor notes, but you can pick up differences, and straight away I'm getting different characteristics in this coffee from the Ethiopian one. And there's a tartness that you feel much more in this one. It's coming at the back and the sides of the tongue. And now the well-known supermarket, Colombian. Straight away there's a pungent coffee smell, and I'm very familiar with that. That's a sort of toasty, roasted, heavy smell that you'll get. It can have a nice smell sometimes, but really it's very overpowering in the cup. Much more bitter, burnt, and heavy tasting. In a kind of audio comparison, I would call this mono, and these two Dolby surround sound. So by roasting it darker, basically into the medium and heavier roasts, you neutralize any of the distinct characteristics the coffee might have, and any of the sort of flavor notes that are subtle are destroyed. And it's an important fact to remember that specialty coffee is seasonal. So these two coffees in a few weeks won't be available anymore this year, or at least this season. So this one from the supermarket, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get all year round. And when you roast a coffee this heavy, it should taste the same all year round as well. So those are the basic differences I've highlighted in this introductory video. Watch out for more videos about what makes specialty coffee special.